Hello, is this Rodney?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Rodney, Paul, Outsider Tackle Box radio show and podcast. I got my good buddy Tommy in the studio with me. Say hi, Tommy.
Hey, what's going on, Rodney? How you doing, bud?
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
Not
Happy
too bad.
February and happy Saturday.
Yes, February 1st.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, it's already a month into the year, and I'm still writing 2018 everywhere.
Well, welcome to the show. The idea behind the radio show and podcast is to spread happiness to the world through the joys of fishing, and we feel like fish photos do just that. And we want to hear all about the photo you sent in, where you caught the fish if you want to tell us, or you could just make it up, and we'll send Tommy out to the wrong location. What bait you used, and the size of the fish if you were able to weigh it or measure it in any way. And so this is your fish story. Let's hear about the photo you sent in.
Well, basically, gentlemen, that was a photo of the first of two trout that I caught that morning on a Monday about 2 weeks ago. We had some halfway decent weather, where the weather got up into the 40s here in Covington, Kentucky.
Nice.
I'm normally a bass man. My site on Instagram is the Northern Kentucky Bass Assassin, and I was out trying some new lures that I had received in a giveaway off of Instagram.
Nice.
Cool. It's
And
always
basically, I was referred to Outsider Tackle Box by Death by Hook. And became interested, so I
Robert Munoz is a good friend of ours. Yep.
Yes, he is. Good man.
Good guy. Yep.
But the lake was called Prisoner's Lake in Covington, California. It dates back almost 100 and something years. It has quite a history behind it. But I was there throwing everything I could think of in the kitchen sink going after bass. Not getting any good results. It was a very sunny day. Light little bit of wind coming in from the west, which was bringing our temperatures up. So as I started going through my tackle bag, I came across a bait that I had received through a giveaway off of Instagram, which was the Cotton Cordell quarter-ounce chrome with black lipless rattle bait.
Okay.
I tied her on. The very first cast is where I caught the big one. It was I had never seen that type of fish before. I actually had to have some friends on Facebook help me with it. It was a lake trout. Covington stocks that lake with trout 3 times a year, December, February, and late May. So basically, I reeled her in. I did not have a scale at the time with me. I don't even own a scale yet. Basically, it was about a pound, maybe a pound and a half trout, maybe about 8 to 10 inches long. I picked it up. I was throwing a medium 6-foot Bass Pro Shop graphite rod with an Abu Garcia 5 to 1 to 1 spinning reel with 10-pound line on it. Gave her a nice little kiss, put her back in the water after she bit my thumb.
Love the kiss.
First time catching trout, I didn't realize about how they got them big little teeth on the bottom jaw.
Oh, yeah.
I had to watch it. On the very next cast, I caught another trout, which was smaller, maybe 6 to 7 inches long, probably not even a pound. Like I said, it was my first time ever catching them, and actually those are the first 2 fish that I have caught out of 2019.
Nice.
So I was happy to kind of get my year started off right.
Nice. You started out in 2019 catching a fish that you've never caught before.
Yeah, congratulations on your first 2 trout ever.
That's awesome.
That's a great fish story.
Thank you very much.
Then those are aggressive trout apparently, because I've never had a trout hit a bait that big.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. Every time I want to put a lipless crankbait or anything in a box for trout, It's not something that I've ever used, but they will.
If they're angry enough or hungry enough, they'll hit it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's very rare, and that's what I mean. That's what makes this story even kind of a little bit more cooler, is the fact that he was using a total bass lure and hooked up 2 small trout. I mean, that's awesome.
Yes, great fish story, and Rodney actually submitted to our blog.
That means and that means he's on the Daily Reel too. That's awesome.
Oh, the Daily Reel sometimes picks and chooses
That's true.
Our feed does go there.
But it does go there.
But they have quite a bit of people submitting their RS feeds, and it's a relatively newer app. They are growing quickly, and so they are still trying to get to everything we submit. But thank you very much for submitting the fish story. We love it. It is on our blog, and we did share it with all the outsiders.
We're going to change that bass assassin to a trout assassin pretty soon, right, Rodney?
Well, it's kind of funny because normally I'm on my kayak. I don't do a lot of bank fishing anymore ever since I started kayak fishing.
No, why would you?
Of 2018.
Yeah, why would you bank fish anymore at that point? I mean, you got a kayak. Go out.
Well, basically, this time of year with the water temperatures, if you do happen to roll and get into the water, you have about 7 minutes before hypothermia sets in.
See, that wouldn't work for me.
Err on the side.
That wouldn't work for me because I'm kind of a fat dude, so I'd be asking a lot of that kayak.
That would be funny to see and try to even just get on the kayak.
Oh, gee.
That alone is comedy.
Have you ever seen one of those like bike riding circus bears? I would be like that, but in a kayak. Like they're just like, look at that fat bear in the kayak, and I'm like,
I actually don't think you would be able to sit down on it.
I wouldn't.
There's no balancing that thing.
No, I'm not known for my sure-footedness. Go for it, Rodney. I'm sorry.
My kayak will hold up to 350 pounds, and it's very stable. I mean, I'm 160 pounds soaking wet, but I'm able to turn almost totally around, pull my little mini boxes out of my tackle bag if I want to change lures. Last year it was really weird. I actually caught a couple catfish on rooster tails at a different lake here in northern Kentucky, which was kind of mind-blowing because
what is going on in Kentucky?
Catfish hitting.
What is going on in Kentucky over there?
He just catches fish.
You're catching fish on odd baits.
It's just skill.
That is skill.
It's just the weird weather, I guess. I mean,
that's
we
awesome.
go from 40 to 60 degrees one day to minus 20 degrees wind chill factor the next.
Oh, man.
And just like this weekend, the water's starting to heat back up. The air temperature is getting back up. We're going to be in the 50s today, 60s tomorrow. And, I'm itching to get back out on the water. Unfortunately, still with some of the lakes I fish being iced over.
Yeah.
It'll be more bank fishing, but, you can't do it if you're not out there trying.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. That's why we're going to be setting aside one Saturday a month so we can go out there because, we when we started this, we were like, oh, this will be great, sharing stories and everything, and we thought we would fish more and do some videos and stuff like that, and
that has not happened
yet.
We're stuck behind.
We're going to be setting aside one Saturday a month so we can go out and do stuff, and I can videotape Paul falling in the water, or more than likely it'd be me, but yeah. So you said your kayak you said your kayak can hold up to 350 pounds.
That's pushing it for Tommy.
Yes.
Well, that means I got 50 pounds to spare in that thing. So that's why I just wanted to make sure.
So you could bring your picnic basket.
I can bring a picnic basket. I can bring a lunch. I just wanted to make sure I heard that right. I was like, wow, they make big boy ones.
All the proper necessities.
Yeah, it's an Ocean Beach 124F. It's only 10 foot 4 inches long. It's a $300 kayak that I bought from Dick's Sporting Goods here in Newport, Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I've done a few upgrades to it to make it more comfortable for me. I'm getting ready to do my next DIY, which will be a stadium seat that I will be putting it on it because of my bad back. I've tried 3 or 4 different seats, different pads, and basically after about 3 hours, I have to go put out, stand up, walk around for a little bit because my lower back is hurting so bad that, I just have to get out of the water for a little bit. But I am greatly excited about the stadium seat. I was on YouTube watching some videos on how to do the install. It's very simple, very cost-effective.
There you go.
So I'm kind of hoping that 2019 I'll be able to spend more time on the water, catching some of these big fish to where I can maybe submit you guys some more stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we look forward to hearing all those stories from you, and tell everybody where they can follow your DIY and your fish stories. Because I believe you have your own channel, correct?
I don't necessarily have a channel. I have an Instagram account, which is the Northern Kentucky Bass Assassin.
Okay.
And I am on Facebook under my own name, which is Rodney Kuykendall. And I do post a lot of pictures on both. My Instagram account is basically, the sole purpose of that account is to promote fishing as a sport. I like to help children learn, promote women, men, old, young, it doesn't matter. If you're out on the water and you're having fun, I want to see it. I want to help post it.
That's what it's all about.
I have one sponsor, one bait sponsor, Dickie D Baits out of Hazard, Kentucky. Very good baits, great customer service.
We should look into
and
Dickie
I'm really looking forward to being able to go deeper into Kentucky this year coming up and start fishing some of the bigger lakes, Kentucky Lake, stuff like that. One of my favorite lakes is also Lake Kincaid, which I have yet to kayak, but that's on the bucket list for this year. That's about a half hour, 45 minutes south of me. Very nice little lake. They have a little reservoir in back that you have to get to by land by cutting through the woods. But I've caught several nice bass out of the runoff from the dam back behind it there. Usually on a wacky worm, wacky rig Cinco.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year, getting back on the kayak and getting out and improving my skills. And anybody can come to my page, throw me an invite. I'll add you up on Instagram, Facebook.
Well, thanks for everything that you do. We will make sure to have everybody have a link to where to find you, and if they're fishing in the area, so that they can reach out and see what works in their local lakes
in that Kentucky area. Yeah.
Please continue to send in photos. Come back on the show anytime. Yeah. And from all of us here at Outsider.
Tight lines, man. Happy Saturday. Get out there and fish a little bit today if you can.
I got a couple more things to take care of, and then actually I plan on, I'm not really going to be watching the Super Bowl tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I do like the Rams, though. There you go. But I'm probably going to be on the lake trying to see what I can do. Working on a couple more new baits that I've just picked up. Unfortunately, that Cotton Cordell quarter-ounce lipless, I lost that on the third cast at that lake that day.
Isn't that the worst?
So I did go to my local Walmart, thank God for Walmart, and I was able to pick up 3 more of the exact same baits with 2 different sizes this time. So this time when I go out, I'm going to be experimenting with the size, using a couple of different reels to see how I can work them through the water, to see what kind of action I can get out of them. And then, like I said, hopefully I'll be able to post some more pictures and stories to your page. And anytime you guys want to have another chat like this, I'm more than willing to get on the phone with you guys.
Awesome.
Get it done.
Well, we would be more than willing and happy to talk to you again. So that's awesome, man. Well, Rodney, you take care. Have yourself a good one. Tight lines, buddy.
Thanks,
Tight lines and bent poles to you two guys, gentlemen. Have a great day, and thank you very much.
Take care, bud. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Good call.
Great call.